In the previous video, we have discussed how we can create a navigation bar on top of our web page. So in this video, let's see how we can handle event data by making use of ngFor structural directive. So initially, if you observe, we had created a single event inside events-list component.ts. So in this video, let's create more events inside events-list component.ts, and we'll handle all those events by making use of ngFor structural directive. Okay, so let's open events-list component.ts. Now here inside the events object, we had only one event which we had used so far, right? So in this video, let's create more events over here so that we have some event details where we want to display on our web page. So if you observe here, I have added few events over here by making use of unique identifier, that is ID 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I have created 5 events over here and I have stored these events inside an object, that is events object. Now next what we have to do, we have to make use of this events object and we want to display all this data on our web page. All this events data I want to display on our web page. So how we can do is, for each event we have to display, means each time we have to provide inside template the data which we want to display. So instead of doing that, we will make use of ngFor structural directive to iterate over each of these events and display all this data. Okay, so let's do that now. Let's create a new div over here with class equals row. Okay. And inside div, another div we will create by making use of ngFor structural directive. I'm going to create a variable that is let event of events. Okay. And I want to apply some bootstrap class for this. It is colmd5. Okay. And here I need to make use of child component selector. So child component for this component is event-thumbnail component.ts. So the selector for event-thumbnail component.ts is event-thumbnail. Okay, we are making use of that selector over here, and then by making use of property binding, event equals event. So let me complete this and explain to you what I have written over here. Okay, thumbnail. This is the end of this div. Div. We have another div to close. Okay. I'm saving these changes. Now, if you see over here, whatever we have written over here, let's go through what we have written. Okay. By making use of ngFor structural directive, we are making use of a variable by using keyword that is let. Let event, this is a variable of events. What is events? Events is an object where we are providing all the event details over here inside our event list component class. If you observe here, this is object where we are storing all this event data. By making use of this events object, we are iterating through each of these events by using ngFor directive. That is let event of events. From each of these events, each event I am considering, and I am assigning the details of these events to the property which we have used inside child component class. If you observe over here, our child component class is event-thumbnail component.ts. Here the selector which we have provided is event-thumbnail. So using this selector here in this line, by making use of property binding, I am assigning all the details of these events to event. What is event? Event is a property which we have provided over here. This is the event. And we are making use of @input property over here. By making use of @input property means that this event thumbnail component class will get input from the parent component, that is events hyphen list component dot ts. So we are passing using property binding. We are passing all the data by iterating through each of these events. We are passing using property binding to this property over here. So it will come over here. Each field which we have provided over here, that is name, date, time, price, location, will be displayed on our web page. This is how we are making use of ngFor structural directive to iterate over each of these events and display on our web page. Now let's execute this, whatever the changes we have made, and see the output. Okay. So let me open the terminal. Let's provide the command npm space start. Okay, so our project will get compiled and it will be hosted into localhost colon 4200. Let it get compiled successfully. Once it's done, let's open the browser to see the output. Okay. So it got compiled successfully and hosted into localhost colon 4200. Now let's open the browser. Okay. Let's open the URL localhost colon 4200. I'm sorry. Yeah. Now if you observe the web page, we can see all the events which we created inside our component are getting displayed over here. Previously we had only a single event displayed over here. Now we are displaying all these events by making use of ngFor structural directive. Right. That's it for this video, guys. Please like, comment, and share this video, and kindly subscribe to my channel in order to watch more videos.